Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today is gonna be a story time, and this is literally like one of the most crazy memories that I've ever had in my life. So before we get started with the actual story, I want to give like a little preface. I worked with this company called Cincinnati Circus, and I'm not gonna lie, at first it was like super fucking dope. Like, hello, like who wouldn't want to work with a circus? Like, that's super cool. And they paid really good, and I'm not gonna say exactly how much because I don't know if like I can put that kind of thing on the internet. Whatever, anyways. But it was weird. Like, I don't even really know how to explain it. So, like, in the circus, there's like the smaller, not as important people that are still like learning things, and then there's like kind of advanced people who don't really know what they're doing, but they're there. Okay, so as I was saying, there's like the newbies who don't really know what they're doing, like they just started. I'm giving the fuck up. Like, if my mom's talking in the background, I don't care. I'm sorry. Like, I just want to get this fucking story out. So there's the newbies, there's the people that like kind of know what they're doing, not really, they haven't found their, you know, what they're really good at. Everyone in the circus has their thing that they are super good at. And then, above everyone else, is what they call the star performers. And let me just say that these are some of the most arrogant fucking douchebag people you will ever meet in your life. Like, literally, the circus is supposed to be a family, and we're all supposed to be there for each other, and yada yada yada. But like, literally, like, it's just so weird. Like, the owner, who we're going to call Mark. Mark basically like worships these people, like will get on his fucking knees and fucking bow down to them, does anything for them, but then the rest of his employees, he doesn't do shit. And now that I'm like talking about this is more of a rant than a story time, but I swear as we get into it. So yeah, the circus is just a weird thing. I literally swear like it could be a cult. Like, okay, so I stopped working at the circus last year. I got fired. Blah, 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 blah. And my friend, who still works there, came to me the other day and showed me this invite who she had gotten from one of the employees. And I can't say names or anything because, like, literally, it could be a fucking cult. And if they see this, like, I could fucking die. Like, that's the tea. And she shows me this little invite, and it has, like, a pentagram on it and, like, little, like, satanic symbols and shit. And it's just, like, an address or a number or something. And basically, like, from what I got, she told me that this person that gave it to her didn't want anyone else to know. It was, like, circus only, like, a whole bunch of circus people go. It's in, like, the middle of this cornfield. Like, it's a rave, I guess. But, like, to me, like, that's some fucking cult shit. Like, I know that, like, people have parties in the, like cornfields. Like, that's great. But, like, it was just really fucking weird. Like, this invite thing was really weird looking. And, like, I didn't trust it. And I was like, bitch, I wouldn't go. Like, I literally told her, like, you're gonna go or something and, like, never come back. Or you're gonna go on this, like, journey thing with them and become one of them. Like, don't do it. Like, so yeah, that was the preface. Somebody comment, like, the fucking syllables or whatever down below. Anyway, so yeah, the circus is weird as shit. It's probably a cult. I'm probably gonna die after I record this and somebody sees it and I expose them, but whatever. So the way things work at the circus is you have, it's called the queue, and it's on your phone or whatever on the internet, and you like pick jobs that you want. Like, if they're available, you can pick them, whatever. So me and my ex-boyfriend, who we are going to call Michael, had this gig in Columbus, Ohio. And obviously, if you're not from Ohio, you like don't know what I'm talking about. So I live in Cincinnati, which is way down here. Columbus is way up here. It's like an hour or two away. It really depends what part you're going to. So we take this gig, and I believe it was we were doing like a photo booth or something, just like silly little like props and like, you know, take pictures with the camera and then edit them. Like, wow. Like, so we drive 2 hours to this gig, and the whole time I just like was in my head like we're forgetting something. Like I felt like something was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean. And so we get to the gig, and the way the circus works, because, you know, we're a family and everything, we all help each other set up. So there's aerialists, we have to set up these giant fucking rigs and stuff. We have a whole bunch of tables, and, like, we have to set up circus tents and booths, and it's a process. So we set up everything, you know, we're getting everything out. And then we realize that we don't have a camera. Like, there's the whole point of us coming was to take pictures and edit them. So what do we do if we don't have a camera? Like, we literally wasted our time going to this gig. We wasted the circus's time. Time. But whatever. We were already there. Obviously, we're not going to drive back. We had all carpooled. Like, we're not just going to drive back down. Like, that's just not an option. So me and Michael are just chilling at this gig, you know. Aerialists are flying in the air or whatever. People are playing games. We're there for like a few hours. And it starts like torrential downpouring. And it's not rain. It's like ice, sleet, snow. Like it's literally like a fucking winter blizzard. And we're like, oh, great. Like, wow. So we have to unpack all of this shit and get it all together and get it into the van and everything. And mind you, like, it's fucking downpouring, so we're doing this in the snow and ice and shit. And so we get everything together, we leave, and I will always remember this. We stop at McDonald's, and this McDonald's was literally, like, the fanciest McDonald's I've ever been to in my life. Like, it had, like, tables, and you could, like, play with, like, dots and games and shit, and they had, like, machines that brought you your food and shit. Like, it was fucking crazy. So I think I honestly just got, like, fries and a drink. And you're probably wondering, like, why are you telling me this? Well, it's gonna come up, okay? So we leave McDonald's, and we're driving back to Cincinnati. And we're on the highway, and everything's cool. Like, I'm eating my fries, you know, drinking my Dr. Pepper, whatever the fuck I had. And the next thing I know, I look over, and the trailer that was connected to the van is beside me. And the next thing I like, obviously, like, black out, like I'm in shock, and the next thing that I hear is, oh my fucking god, like we're flipping, or oh shit, here we go, guys. Like, I don't remember exactly, but you know, someone screamed, obviously, and yeah, we fucking flip and spin, and like I fucking got smashed in the face with a crutch. My fries were literally everywhere, which, like, bitch, yeah, I know, I just got in a wreck and, like, flipped, and I should probably be worried about my life, but I was more concerned about the fries. My fries went everywhere. I had a bloody nose. There was, like, a smell of gas, so we all freaked out and, like, assumed, like, oh my god, like, there's gas leaking away, like, we need to get out. So we get everyone out or whatever, and it is literally fucking a blizzard. Like, there is, like, probably a foot of snow. Like, we don't have any blankets or jackets or anything. Like, we have nothing. Totally unprepared for this. So I call my mom, and I am freaking the fuck out, like, crying, and I'm like, I just want my mommy. Like, at the time I was only, like, 16 or 17, like, I'm a mama's boy, I'm not scared to admit it. Yeah, it was just crazy. So I call my mom, and she's like, I'm gonna come get you, da 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 da. She can't even get down the stairs because there's so much, like, it's a blizzard, and there's ice, and she can't even get out of the house to get to the car to come get me, and it probably just would have put her in danger. So yeah, we're just sitting here. We have to call our boss or whatever, and there's nothing that anyone can really do. Like, what do you do? Like, it's a fucking blizzard, so nobody can get to us. We can't get to anybody else. Well, luckily, somebody had been at a gig super, super close to us and came and got us. And mind you, there is, like, 8 of us and 1 of them. So we had to take trips back and forth to this hotel. We get to this hotel, and we get everyone back, and we're all set in, and this lady at the checkout counter is, like, looking at us, like, in awe, like, we're trying to explain everything that just happened. And, of course, this process is difficult as fuck because we have a company card, so we had to go through this process and get the company card number and then fucking, you know, figure that out. And the lady was being a cunt about it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, she was nice, but she was also being kind of cunty. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when people are being, like, customer servicey, but you can also tell they're kind of being an asshole. Like, that's how I felt. Also, guys, before I keep going with the story, I just want to say I'm sorry if I'm, like, overexposed. I've tried to fix the lighting, and this is what I got. Like, I'm not a professional YouTuber. I don't know what I'm doing, so Sorry. But anyways, so we finally got our room or whatever, and I'm just sitting there, like, literally still in shock. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm gonna leave pictures of this wreck down below so you guys, like, understand. Like, this look is traumatic as fuck. Like, I did not want to get in a car for weeks afterwards. Like, it's literally, like, the craziest fucking accident. I really haven't been in a lot of accidents, but this was the craziest accident I've ever been in. Like, fucking nuts. So, anyways, enough of me being dramatic as fuck. I'm in shock, and I just didn't know how to deal with it. And I remember this really vividly. I walked downstairs, I went into this little, like, exercise room that they had, and I just ran. I mean, like, I ran on this treadmill for literally, like, I don't know, like, an hour. And I was just running and running. And, like, I literally just could not gather my thoughts. It was so crazy. And so, yeah, I mean, that's really all for that night. So anyways, we got up the next morning and get a call at, like, 8 in the morning, and they're coming to get us. And, like, bitch, like, I literally just fucking stayed up all night because I had to, like, obviously we got in a wreck and we're up late. And it was probably, like, 2 or 3 in the morning before anyone went to bed. And then you're gonna call me at 8 in the morning to, like, oh, I'm coming to get you. Like, this trip could not get any worse. Like, it just couldn't. Like, we forgot our fucking shit that we needed. So we didn't do anything. Mind you, we did not do anything this entire gig. Like, we sat there. So we wasted our time coming out. We probably should have just said fuck it. And then we had this shit go down with the vehicle. Like, we got in a wreck, obviously. That's not what I'm talking about. That nobody could come get us. So that was even shittier. Then this shit happens with the company card. After all that, you're gonna call us at 8 in the morning. Like, it was just so shitty. It was crazy. And I know it's kind of like a boring ending. Like, we got picked up at 8 in the morning. I don't really know. Like, not much happened, you know? They picked us up. We went back to Cincinnati, and, like, that was that. And yeah. I actually just remembered this, and I think it's kind of funny. Our boss, like, did not do anything. Like, didn't take us to the hospital or anything. Didn't make sure we were okay. Literally none of that. But he made us t-shirts that said, I think it was, like, Flippin' Circus. And then it had, like, a little silhouette of our van that flipped. Like, I'm disgusting, sorry. Like, I almost lost my life, and you're making me a fucking t-shirt to like, as some kind of, like, I'm sorry, like, what? That's literally... Do you guys understand what I mean by the circus is weird? Like, any other, like, fucking company or, like, you know, workplace, whatever, would make sure that you're okay. Like, you're not trying to get sued. But no, like, they give us fucking t-shirts. Like, what? So yeah, guys, that is the story of the time that I almost died in a circus cult. And honestly, like, that is just one of so many stories from the circus. Like, I could think of so many more, but that was the most, like, life-endangering, like, what the fuck, like, everything just went wrong, and everything was so chaotic, and I just really thought that I had to share it with you guys, because it was just crazy, and the circus is crazy, and people are just weird, and life's just crazy, man. I don't know. Anyways, if you guys are still watching this, thank you so much. Please like and comment and tell me some crazy stories of your own. Like, have you ever worked with a fucking cult before? Like, tell me your thoughts. I feel like I say it, like and comment. You don't even have to like, fuck that. Like, that's, like, me just being, like, thirsty for likes. But really, guys, like, I love it. Like, I love talking and, like, having conversations. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fucking comment below and tell me some crazy stories. Like, please. So yes, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already or aren't already or whatever, please subscribe and hit the little notification bell. I'm also doing weekly vlogs. I'm gonna try to upload those every Friday, and I'm trying to do more story times and, like, you know, just wanna make content that you guys enjoy. So yeah, I'm gonna say it a third time. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you so much. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon.